Good afternoon, Facebook. This is going to be an amazing show, thanks to the talents of my friend and co-host today, RJ Redden. Good afternoon, RJ.
Good afternoon. And let us not forget the fuel that makes everything go, this cup of coffee. So want to mention.
That's been your fuel for the day, because we talk about one conversation at a time, but you must have had quite a few conversations today.
Oh, yes. Lots of conversations. There goes another one. Boop. Lots of conversations with people getting their information so that we can put them in the Discovery Engine for the live video hub. So yeah, should we start as we always do, Stephen? Should we describe what the live video hub is, and then I'll describe the Discoverability Engine?
That sounds like a good plan, and welcome to people who are joining us. Right, a live video hub is a page on Facebook which is operated by BLIFbot, and basically it has been designed so that everybody who broadcasts on BLIFbot can actually be seen. And we now have 151 shows which go out every day of the week, broadcast from BLIFbot live on the video hub. So it's live cross-posting. When people go live on their page, they go live on the hub. Now, what does that mean for the broadcaster? For the broadcaster, it means you're reaching a new audience without doing anything that doesn't take a minute. It takes you a minute to set up, and that's it. You're ready to go, and you can go live on your page and on the live video hub at the same time. You can attract new viewers, get more people involved, get more likes, and most importantly, as far as Facebook is concerned, you can increase your reach. For a viewer, it means that it's like having, somebody said it the other day, it's like having a television channel, because you can go to the live video hub and you've got 151 shows to choose from. And you can pick your show, you can watch on the hub, you can go back to the originating page. But as a viewer, you now have total choice in viewing. And instead of having to visit 151 pages, you just visit one. Now, that's in itself is pretty darn good. And I think all the 151 broadcasters are on there. But there are two sides to this coin. One side is the broadcasters, and then the other side is the viewers. And that's when RJ and I got together, more RJ than me, and came up with the idea of this. And RJ will explain.
Well, so what we've done is I am a messenger bot builder, and we have been broadcasting about messenger bots and how helpful they are for live streams. We've been doing this for a little while, actually. I forget when we started, my friend, but we've been doing about this a little while. So what happened when we put our heads together was that we wanted to find a way to make all of the shows on the hub discoverable. So right now we have got a ton of people going live. Hey, we're live there right now. Other people are live there. Everybody's increasing their reach. On the broadcaster end, it is fabulous. And I can show you my stats to prove it if you want. From the viewer end, though, it's kind of hard to find a show on a specific topic you might want. You can kind of flip through the shows, but there's no search function. So we decided to build that search function inside a messenger bot. And we have spent several days. April Roga, you're in there. I put you in there this morning. Net friending people, look it up. The shows are divided into kind of some of the kind of major topics that we had. And I have spent the last couple of days taking information from broadcasters, putting it into a format that fits the messenger bot and is ready to go. We don't nearly have everybody in there, people. We don't. But we've got a core few. We've got the people who answered the call, and we are ready to show you what it looks like. and we're ready to launch this bad boy up. If we request that you look for your own show, and if there's anything that needs to be changed, we request that you let us know so that we can do that. We don't want to misrepresent you in any way. I will say that a lot of people gave me descriptions of their shows that were beautiful, wonderful, fabulous, very detailed, and unfortunately more than 60 characters long. So I had to shorten some things in some cases. But do look at your listing. If you're not in there and you think you should be, write us and we'll either send you through the process again if we didn't get all your information the first time, or I will change what I need to change and put it up right away. So this has been a labor of love between Steven and I for good. Well, this is our 6th show, so I guess we've been doing the Build a Messenger Bot show for 6 weeks now.
We have been doing this for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's been well, we've been discovering, because you've been pushing the boundaries of what ManyChat can do. Mm-hmm. And we've also been pushing the boundaries of what the broadcasters can do. So between us, we've actually had, I don't know, we must have had about 100 conversations in actually getting this going, talking to people, getting people involved. And we are grateful to everybody who joined in and if everybody provided their information. And you're about to see, now bear in mind, I've seen this once, but this is the first time I've demonstrated. I'm going to be driven by what RJ says. So I'm going to share my screen and drop out of sight. So I'm doing screen share now, and hopefully everything will go perfectly. And I'm just trying to find the right tab.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, while you do that, I also want to explain, while Steven is dropped down and we're doing the demo, we won't see your questions immediately. But when Steven pops back up, as he always does, then we'll be able to get to your questions. So please don't think that we're not looking at chat and ignoring you, because we would never do that. Just know that right now we got a few irons in the fire, and we will be answering all of the questions as we can see them.
Yep. And we say hello as we go into this demonstration to Jason, April, Alan, and Corinda, and to everybody else who's watching. Fingers crossed. This is the first public demonstration of RJ's Discoverability bot. So I'm going to bring it up on screen. And what I'd suggest you do is that you go full screen yourself. I'm going to drop down, and RJ, it's over to you.
Very good. Okay, so what we've got in the Discoverability engine, let us try to find some shows. Now we started out with 5 categories of shows, and we kind of dropped down to 4 because nobody from the health and nutrition gave us their show information. So this is what it says immediately when you enter the bot. We'll be given that link by the end of the show as well, so that people can kind of go and look at their listings and things like that. So here's what happens. First of all, you get that little Facebook message that says you opened this conversation, and they can see, that you use their link or whatever. That's a message Facebook puts out. We don't have any control over that. Then we've got greetings. Welcome to Live Video Hub, where broadcasters and audiences connect. Our fabulous logo created by someone. It wasn't me, I'll tell you that. I am the Hub bot. Hopefully I'll be creating a logo for our bot as well. I was created to help people find shows, send reminders, and keep everyone updated about what's new at the Hub. So what we'll be doing for viewers is providing them this opportunity to search, but also if there's news about the Hub, if there's, news about anything that might affect a viewer's experience or enhance it, we're going to shoot that out to them through Messenger as well. Just a little added benefit. P.S. If you ever want to unsubscribe, type stop. I won't be offended. Can't be offended, right? It's a bot. Word about privacy. This is all that GDPR stuff. We ask your consent to be able to use your first name in the bot. And go ahead and hit yes. Yes, that's okay, Steven. And next message will come up here. Fantastic. I'll handle it that way unless you ask me to change it. And then here is the mission of Live Video Hub, everybody. We like to help people make connections. So I've got a question for you. And hit what is it for me? Very good. Do you want to broadcast the Live Video Hub? Now, when people hit yes, please, then the bot goes through and asks them all their information. If you've already submitted your stuff to me, you've seen all that before. It basically asks you for a link to your page, a link to your bot if you have one, name and time, and one sentence description of your show. Now, I say one sentence description, folks, but what I mean is 60 characters. It's a real limited space that we have to display that description. So short and sweet for me. Short and sweet always wins the game. So that's what happens if you hit yes, please. But today we're going down the different path, shall we? Find shows to watch, Steven. So this is what our viewers are going to go through. Sweet. I'm going to ask you a couple questions so I can point you in the right direction. What kind of shows are you interested in? Swipe through the categories below. We've got a lot of shows to choose from. So we've got 4 categories. We've got actually 5 categories now because we added one yesterday. But we've got business. That's the first one. Talk shows. I'm being funny there. Marketing. Another little funny image. Personal coaching. A personal coach is sitting right there. And then the last one, which we added yesterday, specialty shows. So if you hit any of those categories, Steven, you will be taken to the next stuff. Hit see shows on talk shows for me. And mind you, this is going to be, most people, we're showing it in messenger.com right now, but most people are going to be, and here's our April image loading. Sometimes when we're running the bot and streaming, images load a little bit slowly, but you shouldn't see that in the bot. So disclaimer there. But so here we are. This is the first talk show listing, vital video visibility, the net friending way. When you hit take me there, it takes it right to their Facebook page. So let's see this. And I wonder, Steven, if that's opening maybe in a different, if that's opening in a different tab, and it might be, then that's totally fine. Hit set reminder and see what happens here. So know that most people are going to be seeing this on their phone, and so they'll be able to kind of, flip through the images like Tinder, but for shows. Awesome. You'll get a reminder and a link to the show about 15 minutes before they go live. Now, you can either at that point, if that is your final choice, you can hit I'm done, and the bot will say super sweet, give us, see your show, give us a review, whatever. Or you can hit search for more and it'll take you back up to the main categories. So fantastic. Oh, and then it repeats that sweet message. I'm going to need to see something. I'm going to need to change that a little bit. But here are the categories again. Let's just see the shows under business. Business listings below. Right there's the Aaron Strayer show. And it's a fabulous show, by the way. And then she has a take me there. She also has a set reminder. She will also have a connect in Messenger as well, because she's got a messenger bot. Excuse me. Of course I'm going to sneeze on the air. I'm always sneezing. We've also got Brad Friedman here. Brad's live, separating yourself from your small business and how the law can help. That's always a good thing. And we've got his show card there. It's on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So this is what we're talking about when we say show card. We need, having all of the stuff on there is super important. So we've got a Take Me There and a set reminder as well. If you will, Stephen, go all the way to the end. I want to show them what happens when they flip through all the shows. Now, we have many more business shows than just 2 shows, people. We know this. This is kind of the information that people sent us yesterday. If you have a business show, you're on the Live Video Hub and you want people to find it, please contact us so that we can help you get that done. But if you go all the way to the end, you'll see that I have a thing there that says, hey, if you don't see what you need, you can go back and search at the beginning. So that's kind of what we have a couple under business. We have a couple of shows under every category. Pop to Talk show there, marketing that has a couple of shows there too, really, at this point. I think you went back to the beginning. Yeah, there's my show right there, the bot signal. And then if you hit one over, you'll see Kim Boltzmann's show as well. And you'll see hers is a little bit different. We've got the Coffee Break Live. Join us for the Coffee Break Live where we dive into content marketing. Underneath, we have the Take Me There. And then we also have the Connect in Messenger. Now, go ahead. Kim won't mind. Go ahead and hit the Connect in Messenger. She's got a Messenger bot connected that will hook us straight to her reminders for her live show. Go ahead and, if you can, hit Connect in Messenger there for me, Stephen. Is it possible to hit Connect in Messenger for me so that we can? You did. All right. Well, I'll have to check that link out a little bit. But that will, that should, and it will hook you right into her Messenger. So the Cup of Content, which is the page that originates from, will then start sending you messages that will tell you that you have subscribed. Yeah, you're refreshing. I must not have hooked that up correctly. We were doing a lot this morning. But that will connect you to her Messenger as well. So let's go back up. I think that's all the marketing shows that I have in there right now. Again, if you've got a marketing show, you're broadcasting on the hub, come talk to us, come give us your information, and I will put it in here. Let's go back up to the big categories again. We've got business, then we've got talk show. We've seen that. We've seen marketing as well. Let's go to personal coaching. Got quite a few in here, quite a few shows to see. Okay, we've got Empowering Parents TV, Thursday at 10 a.m. AEST. I do not know what that time zone means. So if you are, I have seen people do they'll mention different cities or something like that. If you've got a time zone, this is obviously, something that's happening across the ocean here. So it is, sometimes people just put different cities so that people will kind of figure out what their time might be. So that's helpful. Go ahead and step over one so that we can see this next show, Hypnosis, Meditation, and Mindset. Alan Curtis here. Just a weekly panel discussion. Next one over, I believe, is Linda. Success strategy for highly sensitive people. Linda and Lisa run that show as well. And so those are our personal coaching listings at this time. We've got one more category to show you. And that is, we added this yesterday because it really seemed like some shows just don't fit into regular category, stunningly amazing shows that don't fit under any other category. Okay, go ahead and hit see shows for me. and this should come up momentarily. Specialty show listings. Here we've got Wigan Fan TV. Those Wigan fans, watch out, baby. They are coming. And so that's a Wednesdays at 7 p.m. All the latest on Wigan. Kayak fishing show. This is with Jim Salmons. It's Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific time, all about kayak fishing. You guys, this person's enthusiasm, Jim Salmons, he's like traveling right now. He can't hear me, but his enthusiasm is absolutely fabulous. So tune into that one if you can. Go ahead and hit again. This is our Bridgetti, whom we love. She's got an inspirational daily inspiration through Bible verses show right here, 11:30 SAST. So those are the shows that we have. Other people have submitted their information, but they haven't quite. They kind of stopped somewhere in the process. So I put up everything that I could today. That's what it's looking like right now. A couple of you have two shows too, and a couple of you have a couple of shows in a couple of spots. Getting all of that together. So thanks for your patience. But that's what we've got right now. We need your show here. We need your show here. This is something this is the first phase of it. Right now, you can search by subject grouping. Personal coaches, marketing, business. We had to split those two or else we'd have 1,000 shows in there, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And what was the other one? Marketing, business, and talk shows, obviously. We've got those 4 categories. You can search by those categories. Later on, we're going to be able to search by the day. If it's Monday and you want to see what shows are on for the day, you can type in the word Monday and get a listing of all the shows. So you got
that is a stupendous start. And RJ, congratulations on designing that and actually getting a working example. It's only a week ago that you actually took the first look at it, and now it's getting populated. And this is where you can help, because if you can send us your information, we'll go through what's needed in a moment. But this is where it begins. This is where the journey begins. And what you can do, if you want to support this, is just tell people to go to list link. Don't go there yourselves at the moment, because we've got a bit more to say. But if you tell people to go to list link, I'm just going to post it on Facebook now, you can go and you can take a look for yourself. And Alan, you're better find your own show. And Bob is saying very nice, RJ. And I totally agree. And okay, the link is there, so you can try it either during the show, because you can still listen to us, or you can try it after the show. So,
and if you can, I will say it's best on your phone. Totally best on your phone. Alan, Hypnosis Show. Hello, how are you? You can try it on your phone. That's where 90% of people are coming from, and that'll allow you to get the good experience of flipping through those images and then seeing, what a difference an image makes, because it makes a bunch of difference.
Oh, true. I mean, the image is worth 1,000 words. And the more enticing your image, the more likely people are to stop and press the buttons to actually see your show live, get reminders, and to visit your page as well. So what we're looking for is an increase in traffic to your page. That's 1. More people watching your show. That's 2. An increased level of interaction, and that you actually gain a larger audience. And that's what this is all about. It's about engaging an audience, and we'll help you grow that audience. Now, I'm going to come down to a topic which I didn't mention to you earlier, but I am going to bring it up on the screen because this is very important. Putting something together like this is not easy. And I know how hard it can be. So I'm going to give RJ the chance to give her review of what broadcasters can do to actually improve not only on this Discoverability Engine, but also on their pages.
Absolutely. So some of you have pages that are focused on your business and you kind of have a show that you broadcast from that page. Some of you have an actual, like, I'll just Erin Strayer you for a second. We all know Erin and we love her. She's got the Erin Strayer show page. And she broadcasts from there. So whether, you know, you want to be able to, you want to be able to kind of highlight your show on your page. Now, people have their business page all different kinds of ways, but you want to highlight your show on your page, and you want a very clear one-line description of what your show is about. I'll put it in the bot for you. That's lovely. But if you could put it on your page as well, because a lot of people will be visiting your page immediately. Some of them will be connecting with your bot. Some will set a reminder. That's fantastic. But 90% of the time, they're going to click through to your page. So number one tip, make sure that if you were a brand new viewer, that people could zero in on who you are and what your show's about. It's helpful. It's helpful to grow the people, your audience that will be watching your show. Secondly, people, they're going to be clicking through to your show and they're probably going to hit send message. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there. You know, I know that the Pages app doesn't work too well with Facebook. I know that. But there are a lot of people who really don't attend to their messenger inbox on their page very well. I beg you, do this. Check that bad boy once a day, set an alarm on your phone. Do it while you are drinking maximum overdrive juice in the morning. But check your messages, because people are reaching out to you there, and you might not be finding that, but when this traffic is going to focus towards your page, you're going to want to be responsive and be super clear about who you are and what you do. Does that make sense, Steven?
That makes total sense. Because since beginning the Live Video Hub, I've spoken to over 150 people, and I've tried to contact them by personal messenger, and I've tried to contact them through business. And going to a business page is like going to, well, it doesn't work because people don't check their business pages often enough. And you're losing a potential viewer, you're losing a potential champion. Because if that person gets good service, they will tell everybody about your show. If that person doesn't get a reply, they will either do nothing, which is pretty bad, or worse than that, they will say, well, so-and-so doesn't reply. So I echo what RJ said. Please do reply to messages which are sent to your business page. And as RJ said, grab a cup of coffee, grab a glass of water early, or even a cup of tea if you're in the UK, early in the morning, and just go and check your messages. And Alan, thank you for that. I'll let you read that and continue. Messenger
can be a gold mine. It is a gold mine. Alan Curtis, you know the truth. That's absolutely what's happening there. So, yeah, it really is one of those lost spaces of the internet. Unless you have a bot, people don't really even think about their page messenger. Yes, step up your brand so your brand can take care of you. Yes. Contentmakers.net. You've got a show later today on the Live Hub. We're watching. It's going to be great. It's on video. I believe it's lighting. It's a live stream. I believe it's on lighting. Jason, tell me if I got that wrong. It's been a morning over here. But yeah, those are things that are simple to do that will make the traffic sent to your page more valuable to you, a better connection, whether those people turn out to be clients, or whether they turn out to be, friends, referrals, collaborators, whatever it is. If you can make connections through that inbox of people who are just randomly coming to your page, or people who have been sent by Live Video Hub, that's the secret right there. So So yeah, I really, really wanted to mention that. And really wanted to kind of talk about something, Stephen, that we haven't really talked about yet. We've been so busy building. We also want to spread the word about this bot. All right, Corinder says it's perfect. It must be. It just must be. All right, very good. We haven't really talked about, I have a few ideas on how we're going to market Live Video Hub and the bot. Because yeah, when you go to the page again, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of live broadcasts going on, but following our own advice, having a really clear statement. And I think that the video, the Facebook cover video, it actually covers it really well. About what Live Video Hub is and what it does, but we want to get viewers into the process and welcome to them to the family and find them some shows as well. So yeah, that was just a thought that I had in passing this morning. Is we're of course going to be announcing this everywhere, but we are. You're going to see us everywhere. And if you want a guest or guests on your show, then RJ and I are willing to come and be a guest and explain what this is all about. And this is all about the Discoverability Engine, which is on the Live Video Hub, and you can use it to find shows. And what we're saying is the more information that you give to us, the more information we can give to the viewers, the more likely they are to come and watch your show. And so we're trying to help viewers and broadcasters at the same time. If you want to join us on camera today, incredibly, we have a bot running called BLIFbot. And if you just type in guest in the comments, you can come and join us on camera and talk about the Discoverability Engine. But I just want a moment to run through what the Discoverability Engine can do. Okay, and we'll talk about each in turn. Now, if I've missed anything out, RJ, my sincere apologies. It'll be right for the next show. Okay, and I've numbered them D1, D2, etc. So D1, the first thing you can do with the Discoverability Engine is you can search for shows by category. And RJ went through the shows earlier: business, chat shows, speciality, coaching, and all the 5 categories you can search. And then once you've got the category, you can see the show information. Okay, now this is the key. You give us the information and RJ puts it on the system, and sometimes has to recraft the show card and the text. If you can get those 2 right, then life will be a lot easier. And on your show card, please have the time. If you want to reference a time, if you could please put your time in ET, that would make it easy for everybody. If you want to have additional times, do, but I think ET is probably the best bet. ET seems to be the standard that folks are adopting, and that is that would be I think that would be great. ET for sure, and then if you want additional times, and I'll go back and craft that question again in the bot, so that folks will that'll help people understand. So yeah, ET is great.
So search by category, you can see the show information as provided by the broadcaster. And in certain instances where the broadcaster has a bot running, you can message the shows directly. And providing that somebody's awake at the other end, which we've already discussed, then you'll get a reply direct from the show. And this is important. This is starting communications. This is your way of getting in contact with the person who actually hosts the show. And it's the most direct way of doing it. Everything we're talking about today is totally free. Facebook have given us the messenger. Let's use it. Okay, I'll try not to preach, but there are just some pointers here to help everybody. The other thing you can do, over to you, RJ.
Set reminders. So we are going to be putting together reminders. That part isn't live yet. It shall be. But we want to set reminders for specific shows. And what we'll have is, it's just going to be super simple, everybody. Hey, these folks are going live in 15 minutes. Here's a link to their page to join them. We can't gather all of the links for all of the specific shows because that would be a full-time job in itself. We want to send a real simple reminder that hooks people right to your page, and it just says they're about to go live in 15 minutes. People will be able to push through, get to your page, scroll to wherever your show announcement is. You know what those look like from BLive. And hang out and wait for a while. So that's our way of helping people, connect. And because here's the thing, I build a lot of bots for people. And if you're a live streamer, I'm always building a reminder bot in for you, because here's the deal. It just gets me to so many more actual shows. I'll turn on the live video hub when I'm working or something, and I will kind of go through the shows. But those shows that I get reminder for, I am in the seat every time. In the seat every time. And that it makes a huge difference to have that reminder. So we're going to do a reminder. It's not as good as if you would have like a reminder bot going. Still want to encourage you to do that, but it will get people to your show.
Right. And we've got a question for Bob, which I'll take in a moment. We're just going through the run through of what you can do. And RJ, this is something you can do now.
Absolutely. Click through and visit those show pages, see what the show is all about, maybe catch a couple of episodes. I know that my videos tab is probably the most important tab on my page. I've got playlists and all that kind of set up. There's a little welcome mat for you if you want to visit that. And that's done very, very intentionally because I know that people go and check me out there. So yeah, you can totally visit show pages. And so again, just kind of want to reiterate, have that show page be a super clear laser view into what your show is and what it does and what you can get from watching. I talk about this all the time, but WIIFM, what's in it for me? People always want to know what's the benefit for me if I sit through this thing, if I'm watching.
Indeed, and it's the attraction factor. You have to attract people. It's easier than pushing out and trying to grab people and hook them in. If you attract people, then that's a lot easier. Now, currently there are 5 categories. There possibly will be more, but 5, and you just pick one of the 5 categories and you can then go to the shows. You can then go and get reminders. You can visit the pages. You can message people. And this we can't emphasize enough. The Discoverability Engine is free to use. And that means that as a broadcaster, you can join it for free. As a viewer, you can use it for free. Now, I'll come to Barb's question because I've run out of numbers now. So we'll take Barb's question. Now I'll take that off the screen and bring Barb's question up. And hello, Corinda, be with you in a moment. So Barb's question is, what dimensions should the cards be?
A 950 wide by a 400 tall is usually pretty good. That will look good on both a phone and if people are on messenger.com as well. So there we go. Steven's got it in a subtitle already because he's that good. But that's the dimensions, show title, your name, the time in Eastern, and any other thing you want. That's what we need on those.
Brilliant. And we'll say hello to Corinda for a few moments and just bring Corinda in and bring up the live video sign as well as we take a short break from what we're doing. Hello, Corinda. How are you? You know those moments in the show when you bring a guest in. Sorry, Corinda.
No, I know. I'm
All right. And Corinda, we're having problems. the signal's not too good. And in
What?
addition to that, we can't hear you. Have you got your microphone on? Right, okay, while Corinda sorts out his technical difficulties, we'll crack on with the show. Take that card down as well so you can see us side by side. Now, just going through the things that I have here, because this is a game changer as far as discoverability is concerned. The Discoverability Engine is live. RJ and I will be splashing the link, but everywhere after this show. If you can help at all, if you could say, find my show on the Discoverability Engine, then you're our friend for life. Not that you weren't anyway, but if you can help get the word out, then everybody wins. It's a win-win situation. Okay, so just to reinforce it, I think I've spelt this one right. Almost. Discoverability Engine is live. Okay, and we're celebrating that fact and the features that it currently has. Now, one of the things we're going to come back to is that this is about conversations, isn't it? And we've had so many conversations since we started this, including with everybody who's here today. And you coined the phrase one conversation at a time. Can you explain a little bit about that and how that relates to actually making conversation with people who visit your page after being on the engine?
Absolutely. So one conversation at a time was born out of some frustration that I was having because I talk to a lot of people and I read a lot of things on the internet. Facebook is my life. Okay. Facebook is my job and my life. Anyway, I see a lot of people, not just live streamers, but everybody be so focused on the numbers. How many views, how many hits to the website, everybody's looking at spreadsheets and analytics and hoping to derive some value out of that. And that is valuable, but I want to say something here. The number that I care about, the one number that is more important than all those numbers, because they're important too, but this is more important. How many conversations did I have today? How many conversations did I have today with brand new people I've never met before? How many conversations did I have with people that I already know, but that furthered the relationship a little bit? How many conversations am I having? And I set myself a little goal of one conversation a day. At the end of the week, if I can look back and count at least 7 times where I met someone new, established a relationship, or took a relationship further, then that is a score in my corner for that. And to me, that is what affects my bottom line. And that's what affects my, it just fires up my passion to come and be online and to do these things. That is the number that affects everything more than how many live viewers, how many comments did I get? Did I get a share in there somewhere? That stuff's important, but how many conversations I'm having a day is more important. And ever since I set that goal, I've been so much happier, so much more at ease with the numbers are what they are. Am I establishing connections with people? For me, I'm totally ranting here, Steven. I hope you've got the comfortable shoes on. But for me, starting a conversation via Messenger bot, and taking that conversation out of the bot. The bot is a means to an end. With the Live Video Hub and the Discoverability Engine, Live Video Hub bot, all of that, the means to the end is someone getting to your show and contacting you about what you do and having a conversation there. For me, my own bot, Black Belt Bot, is for me being able to connect directly with people and figure out where they are, in the process and see if I can help them take that conversation off the bot and into usually a virtual face-to-face meeting. For me, I have very few clients in Omaha, Nebraska. But to me, it's the bedrock of everything. If you can think about this as a way to have more conversations with your viewers, a way to connect with them, then our jobs will be done. We're building this stuff and it's all for free and we love it, but we want to see you make some connections.
And in return, we only ask one thing, and that's that you help promote the Discoverability Engine. And if you are a broadcaster, please join it, and we'll happily put you into one of the categories. And this is day one of the live system. I mean, it is to go from an idea 6 weeks ago to actually get people, and we're grateful for everybody who has got involved and sent their information to us. And RJ's collected that information, and we've got the first version of the Discoverability Engine out. And all I can say is this is an amazing piece of work inside ManyChat, inside a messenger bot. It's the first time it's ever been done anywhere in the world. And this technology that RJ has developed lends itself for so many different uses, but our primary use at the moment is helping you as broadcasters and viewers to promote your shows and to find shows. So it's a very exciting day. And RJ, well, shall we do a quick demonstration for anybody who's just joined? And
absolutely.
Alan's just saying you are appreciated. Thank you, Alan. Right. So what I've got the page lined up, and everything's already been done. Yeah. So we can just scroll through the page. Hopefully, if I get this set up right.
Okay, yeah, just scroll through the page without hitting any buttons. You hit through every category too, so I'll be able to kind of show people what's going on there. So we're gonna do a short kind of demonstration. And by the way, Steven has distributed this link already, I believe, in the comments, possibly or somewhere. But we will be distributing the link to this momentarily if we haven't already, so that you can see this for yourself. When you're testing this for yourself, do it on a phone. Do it on a phone for me.
Indeed. Right. I'm going to disappear now.
Okay.
And go full screen if you're watching this, and you'll be able to see everything that RJ is talking about.
All right. So what we've built is what we're calling the Discoverability Engine. It allows people who are viewers who come upon the page to find a show according to category. Later on, we'll have some other ways to find shows. But for now, we are just going with the main categories that people are broadcasting in on the Live Video Hub. So here it is. We're just going to go through this pretty quickly. So first message is greetings. Welcome to the Live Video Hub, where broadcasters and audiences connect. I think that's our tagline. It might be. Then a little logo for us right there. I'm the Hub bot. I was created to help people find shows, send reminders, keep everyone updated about what's new at the Hub. And then, of course, type stop to unsubscribe. Always important to include in your intro. A word about privacy. This is GDPR stuff, but we want to let people know that Facebook does give us a certain amount of information. And really what this includes is like first name, last name, and the time zone that you're in. It's not very much information at all, but we want to be sure that we can use it. So we have a little consent there. When people hit yes, that's okay. Then I've got fantastic. I'll handle it that way unless you ask me to change it. We like to help people make connections. So I've got a question for you. Then after the what is it, I've got a question. Do you want to broadcast on the Live Video Hub? Yes, please. We'll take you as a broadcaster through the collection of information that we do so that I can put your card in the right category, with the right tagline, with the right links to the right things, and so on. So today, though, we're highlighting that second path, the find shows to watch. So here's what happens when you click find shows to watch. Sweet, going to ask you a few questions so I can point you in the right direction. What kind of shows are you interested in? We've got 4 categories here. We've got business, or 5 categories, sorry. Business, talk shows, marketing, personal coaching, and specialty shows. So we've got 5 categories there. And under each, we've got see the shows available. So fantastic stuff. When you hit see shows for talk shows, then the next message that pops up, our own April Roga right there. So we've got the talk show listings, and what we have is cards, what they call cards in carousels. Your show card is the first thing that they see. We've got a title, and then we've got a little description there. It's 60 characters that I have to work with. So I took the descriptions people gave me and kind of, did what I needed to do there. So keep in mind, that's a real short space that we have right there. And then we have, of course, Take Me There, which will take someone to your, go ahead and just page through at will, Steven, so that people can see what we got. We've got a Take Me There, and we've got a set reminder. Set reminder, we're going to send a real basic reminder to the folks that have shown interest in your show. A real basic reminder 15 minutes before you go live. For those of you who have a messenger bot that subscribes people to your live streams, then we have Connect in Messenger, which is right there. Try that button, Steven, if you will. Last one didn't work, but this one I think is opening up a separate window or something. So I'll research that, why it's not showing up necessarily. I know on a phone that it does, but we've got Connect in Messenger for those people who already have reminder bots running, and that's kind of really what it is. We've got the marketing. It is working. Oh, okay. It's just popping up in a different tab. Okay, we're not able to demonstrate that as completely as we'd like. So very good. Anyway, it is connecting you to a show. If you've got a reminder bot set up, we've got Cheryl Piper right there. She's under talk shows, I believe, as well. And then we will also, I think, Cheryl is also cross-listing in the specialty shows, and we're kind of testing which one does a little bit better for her. So when you hit set reminder, awesome. You'll get a reminder and a link to the show about 15 minutes before they go live. We're linking to your page. We're going to send people right to your page because those show links change multiple times a week. If it was up to us to gather an update, I'm afraid that wouldn't be as wonderful of an experience. So we're going to send them right to your page. Be sure your page is prepared for visitors who can see at a glance what it is, who you are and what you do. And yeah, that's kind of that. You can search for more shows after that. If you, here we go. Wigan rugby fans just wrote you, fantastic. So this is, we just hooked to Wigan, and here it is. They're starting to communicate with you right now. I'm so happy that worked. I know that I am subscribed to their bot as well. I don't know the first thing about rugby, but I love watching these guys talk. So there it is. Yeah, there we go. The demonstration is working. Steven's going to type him a little message back there. But for those of you who have a bot that will remind people of your live shows, this is really a great resource to be able to just hook directly with people and start connecting with your viewers. I know that as a live streamer, especially when you're starting out, it just really feels like, am I streaming to nothing? Will no one watch this quality programming? I know. I've had the same thoughts. I too have broadcasted to 0 people one time, I broadcasted on writing a messenger bot, a reminder bot to get people to your shows, to 0 people. But you know what? Whole lot of people watched it on the replay. You know what I mean? In the beginning, it really seems like you're shouting into a black hole. You have one of these connected and you are talking to somebody right away. And you're talking to them where they're looking. Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger. So, can't shout enough about that. You just told them we were broadcasting him live, didn't you? We're showing off his bot awesomeness. Cool. So that is what, you'll be able to do. You'll be able to do all this. We're giving out the link today. Shout about it. Tell your friends. Bring in more people to the hub is more viewers for everybody, more excitement for everybody, more connection, more for everybody. So we would love to direct traffic to your page. And yeah, if you see your listing and you're like, I'd rather have something else there, it's totally fine. Just message us and we'll take care of it. Good. Yeah, here's all of our shows. Here's our this is our specialty category, which is kind of cool. Brigetti.live. Steven, we don't have your shows in there.
Well, that's because we're promoting everybody else as well.
I know.
And our priority is with people who broadcast on the hub and sent in the information. And that's as it should be. I just want to catch up on the comments. Sean is saying it looks great. And thank you, Sean. It was Sean who I was talking to a moment ago on the Wigan. And I've learned when we do the next demonstration, I know the secret now. It does work when you press Messenger. It opens a new tab. In order for it to show in the first Messenger tab, you need to say something simple as. So as soon as I said hello to Sean, it then showed in the demonstration tab we're using. And Alan's saying premium video content I'm going to try and keep it with messages. In a group with a fee, potential to monetize is here. Indeed, yeah, that was announced, and that is quite possible. We know some people who charge for groups. And yeah, we're catching up. Caught Mari's show earlier today, which told us some of the changes. And thank you, Bob. We're both blushing now. Both sides of the pond are blushing, and we're very grateful for your help in actually doing this, because everybody who's in at the moment is a pioneer on getting this on the road. This has been an exciting first show. I dare say that when we do exactly the same next week with different shows to show, we'll be more polished. But I mean, to explain to everybody that most of the information came in at the last minute, and I wanted to give a shout out to RJ because, well, it's taken a lot of cups of coffee to actually get this on the road today to be able to show you. Okay, we set our own deadline, but we made it, and the Discoverability Engine is live. RJ, you are officially awesome, as Barb says. So fantastic.
If Barb says it, it has to be true.
Indeed. And we say hello to Karen, who's been watching, and to Cheryl, who's been watching, and to April, Barb, Alan, Sean, Corinda, and everybody who's caught this first, and Fernando too. I've missed a few comments. My apologies for that. And Jason, and everybody who's joined in the show today. And I think, RJ, after all the work you've done today, the final word is most definitely yours.
Oh, well, the final word. This is always so much pressure. I get a little nervous about this. So very good. My friends, my live streaming friends, this is all about doing our best to ensure some discoverability. Some of you remember the days of Blab. We are doing our best to recreate that experience without the purple logo or the strange CEO that doesn't have time to talk to his people. We all saw that meeting. Anyway, we are trying to recreate that community, and that sense of we're in this together. Listen, live streaming by yourself and promoting by yourself takes such a long time. they always say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So if you are a BLive live streamer right now, if you're not on the hub, join us on the hub. If you are on the hub and you haven't given us your information, pop it in there so that I can populate that bot. We'll be talking about this for a long time to come, and we're going to be celebrating that. This is something that we've been able to create that really makes it so that you can be highlighted and that you can be discovered. So join us. It's free. Steven and I are super fun. We won't bug you too much, we promise.
No, we won't.
Yeah, and it's fabulous. So that's all I know at this time, Steven.
Well, this is the start of an adventure, and this is laying the foundations, and we're grateful to everybody who's helping us along the way by sending us information and over the coming weeks helping us promote this. We want everybody who's on BLIFbot.tv to be discoverable, to have more viewers, to get more engaged with their audience. This is the beginning, and we look forward to being here on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern to help you discover more about the shows on BLIFbot.tv. So, from Wiltshire in England, it's goodbye from now, and from
Omaha, Nebraska,
both sides of the pond, working together. And RJ, thank you for everything that you've done in the weeks that we've been doing this. I bow to your technical ability, most definitely, and your endless energy. To everybody, thank you. We'll see you again, same time next week, same place, with more shows. Bye for now.
Bye.
I can't wave and switch the shaft at the same